From the old end of the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, that's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Here on the Rams sideline, head coach Sean McVay. These guys looking for a repeat of last week's win here. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, Raheem Morris. These guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. From the booth, Kate Scott alongside Brock Hewitt. Brandon McManus set to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. Khalil Herbert on the return. This makes it up to the 25. For the Rams offense, getting out there for their opening drive of the game. Leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
If there's such thing as perfection in the NFL for a quarterback, well, he pretty much achieved it last week. QB rating through the roof. No mistakes, 6 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal day. Hard to replicate. The consistency and the confidence that can come out of that should endure.
Going quickly, but it's incomplete. This opening drive not going anywhere yet. It's already 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
On 4th down, it's the veteran Tress Way who's out for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and we just know the way it is. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 6.
3rd and short, Mayfield. And it's caught. Chase has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little bit of excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mayfield now from the gun. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
Baker now from the gun. Cox inbounds downfield. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
Now Mayfield. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got, now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that Kate playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
McMahon is there to tack on the point after. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Herbert on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Rams and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jones off the play action. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Stopped that time by Marcus May.
2nd and 6.
They go play fake with Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Looks like the Falcons are opting for dime coverage for this 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Hits his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So they bring Tressway back out there for another punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he's taken down at the 30. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down.
Now an inside give to Walker. Having gained up about a handful there. Ryan Branch getting there for the tackle. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Running with Walker again. He's descending upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one nabbed by Ward. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Oh, they can run the option to the short side. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
2nd
Mayfield will look to throw. Here's a screen out for Walker. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Herbert on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Rams headed out to the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Connor. Has some daylight through the 40. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's Connor again. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Rams are set to punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. The Falcons and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can have a lot of yards before some.
No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Brian Grant.
Mayfield now, blitz coming. Completed over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dropped off to his running back. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Mayfield to throw again. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Falcons.
Baker throwing again. Middle of the field, and he's got Chase. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. On the line for another 1st and 10.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Right back to Chase. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Here's
2nd
Baker to
and
throw.
7.
He brings it in. Well, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mayfield with a blitz coming. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 20-zip lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Rams, nothing. Brandon
On now is
set
McManus to
kick
kick
off.
this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. To throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Here's a screen. It's Connor. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Rams are set to punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Falcons and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throw here. 3rd down. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. He stopped at the 31-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. You've set it downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He was defended by Quandre Diggs.
Throwing again is Baker. Dumps it off to his running back. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Mayfield keeps it himself. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. It's a 38-yard look here. McManus sends it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Herbert on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Rams on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher block. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Rocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Up the sideline to the 45. And he's going to be dragged out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. So first down from the 41.
12 more yards. That's another Rams first down.
Jones setting up the play action. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. It was Max Melton who held him down there. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's the first down, and he's still going. He's got it in the red zone. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And to keep this drive moving, partner, here's another 1st and 10. Connor on the inside give. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he drives this forward to the 6. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Jones to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Gay's kick is good. That lowers the lead to 21.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Falcons are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Offense to the line. 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's caught. Chase has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and
Once more, it's Mayfield. Finds a man right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6.
3rd and short, Mayfield has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons 1st down.
Mayfield to throw again. Completed over the middle. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Stick it in the air. Here's Mayfield. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Rams get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
They'll take over 1st and 10. And down the 49-yard line.
2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Complete to James.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's throwing this all the way for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. We're just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Set to return. Here's Anaya Smith. And And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Falcons are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Walker on first down. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
He's brought down at the 31. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. 3rd and long, Mayfield. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Calling this guy a home run hitter isn't exclusive to his abilities on the ground, Brock. We both know all those traits make him a threat to take the lid off a defense as a receiver like he just did too.
No question, and he can do that on short and longer routes. All he needs is just a little bit of space, whether it's near the line on a short little dump-off or up the seam unopposed in space. Give him that inch, and he'll take it a mile.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Herbert on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Finding Hurst. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play fake, Jones. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. It's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Trying to run it with Connor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's been one of the players of this game. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Down the field. Evans has it. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Handoff running left. Walker escapes a defender. Rolling into enemy territory. Into the red zone. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
Falcons 38. Rams
On now is McManus to kick this away.
Set to kick off.
Here's Herbert on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
A gain of 15 yards.
They bring Wilson in motion right. Jones off 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Here's Jones. Hurst there to grab it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Falcons are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
There's a screen out for Walker. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. Rams into the time. 3rd down coming.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
21-yard line.
The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Now, in these moments, I think of golfers, right in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Completed to Hurst. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. He's got it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Walker running to the right. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down, here's Baker. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Intended for Jamar Chase, incomplete.
We'll give up the gut to Walker. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Madden brings up third down.
He'll try to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Chase, incomplete. He was defended by Martin Emerson.
On second and 10. Mayfield again. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Time coverage from the Rams as they get prepped for this third down. Third and long for him here. He's able to hit Ridley, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down. First and 10.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. They go with Walker here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
And 6.
No throw, third and long. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Kid, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Herbert on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams headed out to the field now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Here's Jones to throw. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 35-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. Offense is set. This is second and 2. On the shotgun, it's Jones. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 40-yard line now. This is first and 10.
On the play. And the Rams.
Now Jones. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 50-yard line.
To throw again, it's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Jones now on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up fourth down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it. And the feet are in bounds, too. Fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, it's Jones to throw. Looking underneath here for Connor. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Complete to James Conner. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
To the air once more. Here's Jones. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
That's another.
They send a man in motion. The first down carry for Connor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. That's one on the quick slant. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
And the Rams, first down. First and goal, Los Angeles.
Trying to run it in, Connor. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At the Falcons.
Throwing here, Jones. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's now third and
Third and goal for Jones. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
a 27-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Falcons and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Baker now off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 25 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. He's across midfield into Rams territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Running with Walker again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Got a man. This is Evans. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Falcons first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
The give now to Walker, and he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He was brought down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Mayfield now, blitz coming, and he will score. Touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons running them out of the building. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead. On now is McManus to kick this away.
McManus set to kick off.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Rams on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Connor gets it here to begin the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Coverage by Max Melton.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Jones loops incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First down throw here, Mayfield. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Take it. Hey, push.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons getting closer to their 10th win of the season. All set to go now from the 35. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
McFadden on the tackle. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 35.
They're going to pass it here. Complete out to the right side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll run here, following the penalty. And the stop is made as he gets 3 of those 5 penalty yards back. All right, here we go, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And they didn't fall victim to that dreaded trap game against the lesser opponents. They were the better team coming in. They played like it to earn the convincing victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.